if I was the enemy, and when I say the enemy, I mean the overseer, the eagle looking down at the world, controlling the world. So picture the eagle looking down at the world, controlling the world. Yeah? And if I was the eagle, I'd be looking down at the world thinking, look at those young black males. All they do is kill each other. All we have to do is drop some weapons, make some music, give them some substances that make their mind a certain way, you know, pretty girls, a certain lifestyle, put them in the projects, put them in the ends, put them in the ghetto, what they call ghetto, because the ghetto actually doesn't exist. It's the mindset. And we can control all the young black males coming up. And if we can control the young black males coming up, do you know what we can do? We can then control the adults of the next generation. That's going to be easy. Okay, the middle class. No racism, I'm just going to speak. The middle class, say white folks now. All we have to do, they work Monday to Friday. So, obviously, because we know they work Monday to Friday, on Friday they're all going to go out and drink and get drunk and get smashed. That's a way for them to work the whole week, for the whole month, and then we can take their money back from them and put it straight back into the system. Because that's what they do. They work Monday to Friday, then Friday, Saturday, they get smashed, and on Sunday, they're just getting over their hangovers. So then what we do, we make water a higher price, or whatever they need to get rid of their hangovers, we'll up the price on these things. So we'll get the middle class by Friday, Saturday, they'll just be raving and just grab their money back that they've worked for the whole month, pull it straight back into the system. A lot of them in the future, because they drink a lot of alcohol, they're going to have kidney problems. The NHS. So we can make money back off them in 10 years. That's a 25-year investment from them every day of their life once they reach 16, 20. Kidney failure once they reach a certain age. We get money. They won't ever get to see their pension, so we won't ever have to pay that out, even though money don't exist. Okay, that's how we get them. The rich. Anybody that's influential has to come through us in order to be influential, in order to be successful. So we can control everybody through what we're doing. And what I'm trying to say to you, this is how the world's being controlled. But because you're in your life, you ain't even seeing what box you fit in. And that's just 3 examples. I think I said 2 or 3. I think I said 2. That's 2 examples of how they control our society. And you got to see it like this now, my people, is that there's so many different boxes. There's the alcoholic box, there's the drug box, the addiction box, there's the rehab box from the drugs, there's you can't control your sexual energy, your sexual nature box, you get ill and well box, you need medicine for the rest of your life. Like, what I'm trying to say is that if you're not aware of what you're really doing and what's going on, you're in a box and you don't even know it. And you're being controlled and you don't even know it. And this is what's happening in our society. Think about it. Like, when you deep it. But do you know what's going to happen is, everybody hears and then goes straight back to the same life that they're living. And I don't understand it. But do you know what I would say though, more mum fun? I would say look in the mirror and say wake up to yourself. That's what I would honestly say. Not wake up people. Look in the mirror and say wake up to yourself. Because we all do something that we could say we're sleeping. So for you to just project wake up people, you're not even looking at yourself. Think about that. No, but that's what you mean. But sometimes in life we have to know what we're saying, because somebody else can take what you're saying in a way that it's not what you're saying. Because if you really was like saying wake up to myself, you wouldn't project it to anybody else, because that message is for you. Just how I'm saying what I'm saying, I used to be in one of those boxes, and I'm not going to say that I'm not in one of those boxes now, but this is where I wanted to get to now, talking about the spiritual stuff, is that I knew I was going to stop smoking. I knew I was going to stop drinking. I knew I was going to stop eating meat. I still eat fish. I'm going to get away from fish, but I knew I was going to stop eating meat. I knew I was going to stop being like, I don't know if they call it promiscuous or they call it just bare different women and just giving your sexual energy to bare different people. Yeah? I knew I was going to stop that. I just knew. I knew a lot of my friendships will end because I don't deal with nonsense. And I don't mean nonsense in a sense where sometimes people are good-hearted people, but they're still asleep. It's not about being an alcoholic or being someone that's got a problem, or sometimes it's just about you're just not on the right frequency for me to be around. Because I've left a lot of good-hearted friends in the past, not because they're bad people, but on Friday you go raving, on Friday you get drunk, on Friday you get high, on Saturday you got a hangover, going out again, spending your money again, and then out of the blue you get pregnant, or out of the blue you get a woman pregnant, and then you're stressed about the life you're creating. It doesn't make sense, but this is what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not about, oh, that person's a bad person. Sometimes there's a lot of good people that are just vibrating on a low vibration. So back to what I was saying is, I'm going to go back to the comments. I just want to say what I'm saying is, I knew in the future I was going to be different. And the reason how I knew was, I made certain changes. Like, for example, I stopped watching TV. That was one of the first ones. I stopped watching TV because I realized everybody right now, oh, the alien thing, what's going on with the aliens? The only reason why your mindset is like that, because it's been projected into your mind. Think about this, yeah? Think about this now. This is how deep it is now. If I was your enemy, would you eat my food? If I was your enemy, would you drink my drink? If I was your enemy, would you let me teach your children? If I was your enemy, would you watch my shows? Think about that. You take your children to school to be taught by the enemy. You get fed by the enemy. You watch the enemy shows. You get clothed by your enemy. So, some things we have no choice over. Like, you have to eat, I get that, but you can plant your own food. For some reason, it's part of the curriculum for your child to have to go to school. You don't have to watch TV. You don't have to drink alcohol. You don't have to smoke. So all I'm trying to say is that there's certain things that you have a choice to say yes or no. And there's some things that, thank you for your gift, there's some things that you kind of have no choice as much as you have a choice. Because you can homeschool. Exactly. Just about to say that. You can homeschool your children. Do you get my point? But where we have a choice, we don't make the choice. Look what they're teaching in the schools nowadays. I got nothing against homosexuality. I got nothing against trans genders. But to keep it real, it's not natural. Because if it was natural, we could reproduce that way. So how are you going to teach the children a way that they cannot create themselves and say that it's normal? So all I'm trying to say is that, why would you listen to somebody that hasn't got your best interests at heart? Why would you listen to somebody that when you eat their food, it's actually affecting your cells? Why would you watch certain people's shows when it's actually affecting your mind and not for the good? So like, I'm gonna go backwards now because I came a bit out of what I'm saying. I'm gonna go backwards now, and I'm gonna say this is that so I knew I was gonna stop smoking. I knew I was gonna stop drinking. I knew I was gonna stop like watching TV, eating meat, stop being like different girls and things on that nature. And because I said this month, until the month is over, it's gonna be all about spirituality. And I'm gonna say this is that I'm gonna ask a question. What do you think? Yeah, only the old school people's gonna understand this, and I'm gonna say it in a minute. What do you think stopping watching TV does to your spirit? Question. Like, if you could think about what TV and how TV affects your spirit, like, how would you explain that to me? If you want to come up here and talk, you can, to answer this one question. How does TV affect your spirit? How does it affect your spirit? Think about it. Exactly. I like G. What G said. Yeah, everybody said something that is very like stop from fear. But you see what G said? You'll be stopping someone from tapping into your soul. Literally. Just how you're on my live stream now, you're allowing me inside you. Literally. What do you think's happening when we speak? So like what G said, you'll be stopping someone from tapping into your energy field, into you as a being, as a spirit, mentally, soulfully, spiritually. Exactly. And all I'm trying to say is the reason why I'm even saying that is this, my people, yeah, is I want you to understand. And you see, if you can understand me right now and what I'm saying to you, it's going to hit home. Because I want you to understand spiritually, yeah, on a spiritual level, like I said, the spirit governs the physical reality. Listen, the spirit governs the physical reality. So if you can understand this, yeah, I want you to know this. Everything you're doing physically is having an impact on your spirit. And everything that's happening spiritually is having an impact on your physical. Do you understand? Let me get your girl. What is this guy talking about, man? But here, I'm going to say that again, yeah, because interruptions, yeah? Everything that you're doing physically is affecting your spirit, is impacting your spirit. And everything that's happening spiritually is impacting your physical. So this is why I just said what I said. So I'm going to say this now. What do you think the food that you're eating is doing to your spirit? How is the food that you're eating impacting your spirit now? That's another one. Because I want you to look at every action you're making, the consequence spiritually, and how it, because remember, it's like what's up is below, what's down is, you know. So you have to remember, when you eat a certain food, it affects your spirit. Then when it affects your spirit then affects your physical. Or you could say it as, for you to do what you're doing physically, you're doing something spiritually. So if you're doing that spiritually, how is that spiritual consequence then affecting your physical reality? Think about it. How is the food you're eating affecting your spirit? Like, I want you to understand that everything, like even like this now, me being on the live stream and talking to you like this, what do you think my spirit's doing? The reason why I'm able to do this? Or what impact do you think exactly destroying you, my brother? And I'm going to say this is that, what impact do you think my physical reality right this minute is having on my spirit? Think about it, my people. Food is destroying you if you're not eating healthy. Think about that. My physical actions right now, being on this live stream, how is that affecting my spirit realm? Or how is my spirit realm affecting me for me to be doing this? This is what you need to question. And the reason why I'm going into so many different examples is because I'm trying to get you to understand. For me to be on the live right now spitting knowledge or enlightening or trying to inspire or trying to encourage, how is that impacting my spirit realm? Or how is my spirit realm impacting me for me to do this? And when you can understand that, yeah, like, but Sarita, it brings awareness to the physical. It does. It brings awareness to the physical, but on a physical level, how is what I'm doing impacting the spiritual realm? See, this is what I'm trying to say, and I'm gonna break it down. I'm just gonna say it. What I'm trying to say is this. This is where good karma comes from your deeds. Why do you think they say negative things happen to good people? Because good people are being targeted because of the good they're doing. But do you notice that when people are good, let me say it like this, when you're good and people know your energy, your spirit's good people will never watch you suffer. When you're negative and you have a negative spirit and energy, do you notice that that's what hell is? Because people will watch you suffer. They would literally watch you suffer because you're a negative, bad, you deserve what you're going through. And that's what I'm trying to say about your physical consequence spiritually is people will help you no matter what you're going through if you're a good person. If you're negative, they'll watch you suffer. That's your consequence of your physical actions and how it affects your spiritual. Because I'm trying to show you, there is a spiritual life right now. What I mean by that is, just how we're chilling in the flesh, like on live, there's a spiritual life just like this. Like I said the last time. I said this the last time. Just because you're not in Jamaica doesn't mean Jamaica don't exist. But when you land in Jamaica, it's like now where you're coming from don't exist because you're no longer there. But the memories of knowing where you're coming from is the reason why it still exists. And because now you're in Jamaica and you can see the palm trees, the gal them attack and you know that kind of, now you can believe you're in Jamaica. So I'm just trying to show you, nobody's ever seen the spiritual realm and come back and told you, or they have, but you haven't seen it for yourself, so you can't really believe in it. So what I'm trying to really say to you is this. The spirit realm exists just like your house. Just how you can go into the kitchen, just like you can do in the spiritual realm. So I'm trying to show you is that what you're doing physically is having a major impact in your spiritual realm, is what I'm trying to say. So if somebody wanted to come up, but they went back down. But anyway, let's move forward. But yeah, so my physical actions is impacting my spirit, but it starts off with the spirit, not the physical. A person is the way they are physically because of the spirit. So I'm going to say this to you now, my people, is that I spoke about the food and I spoke about my actions. I'm going to say this now. What do you think having a sexual relationship with a woman or a man, if you're a woman and if you're the opposite, how do you think that's impacting your reality physically and spiritually? Like, you can say it however you want to say it. It's like, if the woman's good for you, how is that physical interaction affecting your spirit? And if the woman's bad for you, how is it affecting your spirit? I want you to understand these things, my people, because you think that you have sexual relationships with a woman and then your life goes downhill. You just think, oh, the woman was just nagging me, she was stressing me out. No, it's energy, it's spirit. Bad things happen in your life or good things happen in your life when you meet somebody because of their spirit. Remember this, and I'm going to say it like this, my people, yeah? If you meet me and if I meet you, and I'm going to say this, sorry, I'm going to say it to you as well, because you've been like an angel, you know what I mean? One of my angels that's helped me for real, not for fake, for real. So I'm going to say this now is, why do you think when you help me, I feel better, or when I help you, you feel better? It's because of your spiritual team around you. Why do you think you come to my live? Sorry, I gotta wipe this down because it's getting kind of wet. You know, like I got something cold there, innit? So, when you come to my live, yeah, why do you think you feel better after? Hopefully you feel better. Why do you think you feel better after? Why do you think you feel enlightened after? Why do you think you feel happy, or you feel like you can fight the world, or you feel encouraged, or you feel inspired? Why? Because the entities around me from my spirit realm are projecting their energy through me. And that's what you're feeling. You're only feeling the energy within me. You're not feeling soul. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Me covering my face, it's not the face that's making you feel good. It's not the face that's making the knowledge hit your brain. It's not the face that is creating the poems. It's not the face that is injecting the knowledge. It's nothing like that. It's the energy from the spirit realm and the guardian angels that's with me, the ascended masters that's with me, the spirit guides that's with me, the archangel that's with me, my ancestors that's with me. That's what you're feeling. So this is why when you come amongst a woman that makes your life hell, or you go around a woman that makes your life heaven, or a man that makes your life hell, or a man that makes your life heaven, the reason why you feel heaven or hell is because the energies that's surrounding this person spiritually. And if you can understand that, then you understand everything. The reason why negative things happen in the world is because of spiritually what is around the person physically. You have to understand it. It's so deep, yeah, but it's not even deep. It's actually not even deep. I'm just wiping this thing because it's so cold, it's getting a bit wet because I need to keep my phone cool. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, my people. Now trust me, Sarita, and I know you get it, because energy, you know? And that's what I'm trying to say, is whoever you stand beside in the spiritual realm has a certain energy around them. And this is why I'm going to say this to all my people. Do not judge the flesh. Do not judge the flesh. Or don't judge the flesh, but don't, what's the word? Don't trust the flesh. Never trust the flesh. Never. You know why? Because I could be speaking this energy and I could be the most evilest person you don't even know. Because remember, this is why, sorry, I'm going to read the comments, my people, but this is why Satan is so deceitful and so manipulative. You know why? Because he can smile even though he's evil. He can be kind even though he's evil. He can be generous even though he's evil. He can look happy even when he's frustrated. Because that's what the spirit is. The spirit is the invisible energy that is not seen. You get it? And the flesh is where the energy reflects from. So don't trust the flesh. And We spoke about the female and how it affects the spiritual realm. So then check this then. How does smoking weed and alcohol affect your spiritual realm physically? Or, because what I'm trying to say is this, is that for you to smoke and drink, something's already going on spiritually. It doesn't start physical. It starts from spirit. So I'm saying to you is that if you're smoking and drinking, what is going on spiritually for you? How does smoking and drinking affect your spirit? Why are you even smoking and drinking? What makes your physical want to do that? Like, think about what I'm saying. How is taking drugs and drinking alcohol affecting your spirit? When you deep it, you'll realize that some of the things that you do every day is the reason why you ain't where you want to be. Because when I used to be like, see, like back in the day when I was younger, like say 15 years ago, maybe a bit more, yeah, 15 years ago, maybe 20, because 20 years ago, it's so mad to say this shit, but 20 years ago, I was 17. Think about that. Do you know how weird that is to say that? Like, 20 years ago, I would have thought maybe I was like 7, or, but I'm actually, like 20 years ago, I was 17. That seems weird. I can't explain what I'm trying to say. You might not understand. You might not understand. You might understand or you might not understand. It's mad, yeah, to think about it like that. Because it doesn't seem like 20 years ago I was 17. It's like the other day. But anyways, like 20 years ago now, when I used to get like upset with life and I used to be pissed off and blah, 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 I used to smoke or drink. And I used to think how that would affect me. Like certain times when I get depressed or I get stressed out, it makes me not want to eat. I don't eat. I don't know if this happens to others, but I just don't want to eat. My body doesn't want to eat. I don't care. I just want to lay down. I just want to do nothing. And when I was in that mode back in the days, I would lose weight rapidly because I'm smoking. Smoking's burning. You're burning your calories. Drinking, making you want to piss more. So what I'm trying to say is that you're damaging yourself because you're damaged, but then you're damaging yourself even more with smoking and drinking. Because now, if I get into that mode now, at least I'm not smoking and drinking. I'm thinking. I might be depressed, I might be stressed out, but I'm thinking. I'm not smoking or drinking. Think about it. So wouldn't you rather be stressed out and thinking than stressed out and smoking and drinking? So I'm just trying to say, how does smoking, for real, how does smoking and drinking affect your spirit? And what I really want you to see though, this is what, I'm going to go into the comments now because I've been talking for a while. What I really want you to see though, when you smoke and you drink in this dimension, you get a dis-ease, which is a dis-ease of energy. It affects your organs, your life, your blood, your mind. A dis-ease, a disharmony. In the spirit realm, when you smoke and drink, you don't get a dis-ease. You get a disharmony. But how is that disharmony affecting you? And what I'm trying to really say, so you can get the gist of what I'm saying, yeah, is just how you're physical and you're conscious of your physical reality, you need to become conscious of your spiritual reality. Like after I come off my live, yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna eat. I can picture that exactly what I'm gonna do, exactly what I'm gonna eat, exactly what I'm gonna drink. But that's how you need to understand your spiritual realm, just the same. Walk around in your spiritual house. Understand who lives in your spiritual house. Understand the entities you have around you spiritually. Understand the woman that you're having sexual relationships with, she's in your spiritual house, whether you know it or like it or not. If you're sleeping with 5 different women, they are all in your spiritual house. So when you're cheating on your woman or you're cheating on your man, the reason why she can feel your energy is different, because spiritually there's another spirit in your house. Like, think about it. How do you think people can feel things that they don't know what's going on physically, but they feel it? Because of the same thing I said to you. If you cheat on your woman with enough, like, let me break this down to you. It's something that I want you to understand. I want you to understand this. If you're my woman, you're my woman. It's just me and you. Unless I let you know the kind of relationship I want and you're aware of it, then it might be another woman, or it could be. But I'm just giving examples. I'm not going to hide things from you because I think that's wrong. But just put it like this. You're my woman, I'm your man. It's just me and you. Yeah? Spiritually, me and you are already in our home. Where do you think children come from? Because when you meet up with a woman, this is my perspective. I'm not saying it's true. Yeah? But when you meet up with a woman, your kids are already in the realm waiting to come. It's like you have to see the spiritual realm like this physical realm. Everything's already here. It's just about manifesting it. So I'm trying to say, when you meet a woman, yeah, and you're having sexual relationships with her, spiritually, you are already spiritually in your house together. Like, that's the reason why you met physically. Because you can't meet someone physical before you meet them spiritually. It can't be done. Like, think about this, like, I'm going to say you, Sarita, yeah? Because you came to my mind. For you to come to my live, whenever you did, I can't remember the first time you saw me, because obviously I was on live. You came into the live, innit? So the first time you met me, for some reason, I was drawn, or you was drawn into my spiritual realm. The reason why that now physically we can interact. Everything happens spiritual. So I'm trying to say that when you meet a woman, you met her because of, for some reason, I don't know, but those spirits were intertwined from before it even happened, and now you met physically. So I'm trying to say to you is that when you're having sexual relationships with this woman, now you're connected in the spirit together now. Before, you were just in the same spiritual realm, just chilling. But now you meet this woman and now you're having sexual relations. Now it's like you lot are now moved in spiritually together. So now that you've moved in spiritually together and you're having these kind of energies where you're having, you know, every time you have without creating a seed, it's like you're getting your seed ready. Like, it's like a little bit of meat. Like, if a little bit of you drops into the woman, it's like, right, the seed's ready. It's like the seed is ready to be physical. Because in your home, the seed's already there with you, with the woman. So this is what I'm trying to say, is how intertwined spirits become. The reason why when you're unfaithful to a woman, the reason why she knows. Because you lot are spiritually intertwined. Everything can be felt. And this is what I'm trying to say about how we have to understand what the spiritual realm is. And once you understand what the spiritual, and I'm still learning, but I know enough to say what I'm saying right now to you. And that's what the spiritual realm is like, my people. Everything's happening there. Like your kid, I haven't got kids yet. So whatever my kid's gonna be, however he's gonna be, it's already done. And I actually know I'm gonna have kids soon. I wanna have kids soon. Because I can feel like my spirit realm is. So that's what I'm trying to say, my people. How important the spiritual is, and how important in being in tune with it is. Because you're in tune with it, but you're so out of tune with it that when something happens, you're like, oh, that's deja vu, I feel that feeling. When it's already happened. Things have already happened. It's happening spiritually. So when you walk into it physically, you're feeling that feeling of deja vu because it's happened. It's happened. So my whole point, my people, is this, is I want you to really understand and tune in to the spirit.